Good day, all you out there. I hope you're doing fine, and I hope you enjoyed my first video that I made. And well, it was interesting watching it because it's so odd and different for me. But well, it was very interesting, and I'm happy about it, and I hope you are too. So today's subject, what are we talking about today? What am I touching today? I would say natural. I would say the word would be natural. What is natural? We have an understanding since ages and ages. Natural, I would say natural is connected to earth, to be as close to earth and our not only ancestors, but our natural connection to earth and to ourselves as we are born, as we are made, as we come to this world. And this way of being has, I would say, has become extremely manipulated by the world, and techniques and thoughts, and in many ways, I would say that many people are manipulated into unnatural ways, unnatural beings, unnatural thoughts, unnatural looks, unnatural this and that. And that is sad to me, because I would say I've been always been as natural as I could be, trying to be, and connected to nature in one way or the other. I'm not those type of people, those people who are like obsessed with nature in that sense, that they're always in nature and they're always doing this and that, and they're vegetarians or anything like that. Although it's a good way of being. I was vegetarian for a while when I lived in India, for example, and that was during I think it was some type of epidemic, where it was the best way to be vegetarian, because of some, there was some type of animalistic epidemic anyway. So natural, back to that. I think we are being somehow forced by thoughts and actions and behaviors by society's leaders, or those that are leading the way in one way or the other, to be more unnatural. And that, I think, is very depressive and unnatural and not good for any human, to be pushed into the unnatural ways. For example, if you are born a woman or a man, that's it. That's it. You are a woman or a man. So the world that we are living in is pushing towards being whatever. Like you can make it up in your head and then that's what you are. Well, it's a fantasy, but it's not reality. So I would say natural, being natural and connected to nature in one way or the other, and your own self and your core, is being realistic and accepting reality. So, well, those are some few things about that. And I think that you have to be courageous here in this also, that you have to be courageous to be able to stand for yourself and say, this is who I am and this is how I am, but in a sane way, if you understand what I mean. Because, okay, so that was that. And then I'm thinking about how I am natural how I have been connected to nature. Well, I feel very well when I'm near nature, when I am near, for example, I'm in the mountains. When I was in the Himalayas, for example, I felt so well about it. Walking in the middle of the rain for hours, walking from Dharamsala, where the Dalai Lama lives, where I met him, and then walking from there all the way to a church, a very unique church, oddly placed in the Himalayas, and it was raining. And even though we would think that, oh, rain, it's, I need an umbrella, but somehow when I was walking in that rain and it was just pouring and I became wet, and I felt like just connected to nature. It felt good. So there are ways to feel. For example, also when I'm in the ocean, I don't like pools and all that. That's a dirty thing. But for example, when you're in an open ocean where it's like wide and open, beautiful ocean, I usually tend to find oceans where there are surfers, and it's like huge waves, and it's like wild somehow, some type of wild, you could say wild nature, but in the sense that, well, it's not so wild, it's just closer to nature than the usual, like constructed or fixed by us humans. So I like that raw nature where it's like you can see and feel there is the earth is talking to you somehow, talking to you through feelings, there is a connection there, and I like that. That's nature to me. Also, what I think when it comes to nature, that you have to be connected to yourself, and you have to feel natural and happy, in those ways of natural being, to know who you are, how you are, what you feel, if it's real, or are you just, if there is some type of imagination, or somebody is coercing you, or is forcing you, manipulating you into feeling a certain way, then you have to reconnect to your natural feelings and natural real core. That's very important. And then you have the nature of looks that we have in this society right now. It has become very manipulated in many ways, according to me. I mean, these are my views, and you can feel it, think about it, and see what you can get out of it. But I would say, like, okay, so Botox and fillings and fillers and all types of things are constantly like advertised for in many ways. You have all those famous people that are advertising it as if it's a natural thing, but in reality it's not. Look at me, for example. I have never ever had anything done. Although I had a friend that had a salon, like a beauty salon, and she would pull me and push me and say, okay, let's do this, let's do that. At the minimum, let's make a waxing or something. Well, that's not so unnatural in a way, but I never felt interested in anything to be done to me that is not coming through me, going through me and with me as I am, congressing in life, going on in life. You have aging and all those things, and you have to be happy, because that means that you are winning. You are winning days, you are winning years, you are a winner, and you should appreciate it however you look, however you feel, like however you look, and accept it, not push it and try to fake it and look differently and somehow show the world something you're not. So that's part of the natural thing. And then you have all that, well, that's my opinion, all this tattoo pushings, I know some people, they were just tattooed because somebody told them that would be nice on them. I mean, according to me, that's an unnatural thing, because you are changing the way you're looking in such a way that you can't change it back. Well, you can nowadays do the tattoo, but anyway, it's unnatural. That's one thing. And then you have also behavioral natural. For example, there are people that are always nice, and they're like, yeah, hi, how are you? And then they turn back and they're like, oh, I didn't like that one. Yeah. Why? I mean, just be yourself, be natural. Whoever is connected to you, good. If it's not, then it's unnatural, then walk away or leave it alone. Well, sometimes you can't do it because there are some special circumstances, business or something. Well, so that's something different. But I'm trying to say that it's important to stay connected to your nature, to your natural self. And first of all, you have to find out what it is. And that is always a road that many don't take. But who want to take that road, be courageous enough to be connected, continue to be connected to your natural self. And nature itself, it's beautiful to be connected to be accepting. For example, I've grown up in Sweden, and what is nice here, that we have seasons, so you can constantly connect to different type of how do you say, activities or actions from nature, so you can experience that, and that's beautiful. You change clothes, you change feelings, you change activities and all those things. That's part of nature, and that's beautiful. Then you have food, of course. Connected to nature, natural food is always better than all those made up foods and everything. And that's the best. You see that talked about constantly by professors and all that. Oh, you need to eat natural food. That's true. Everything that is natural is the best for a human. Why? In all ways, in the looks, in the food, in the nature, I mean, activities or existence every day, and all those type of things. Why? Because natural means real. That means connected to reality and the truth, and you can feel happier about that. And I know that not all people can accept it because of what I talked about when it comes to looks or anything else, like, oh, it's raining, oh, it's snowing, oh, if you connect yourself within to a feeling and thought about acceptance, accepting nature and connecting with nature and being happy about nature, starting with being happy about yourself, looking at yourself and thinking, well, this is how I look, this is how I am, and I accept myself and I love myself. And that's important, because it starts all starts with self-love. You have to love yourself to be able to accept yourself, to be able to live a life that is worth living, in the sense that it's a life of self-love, and that creates love to others, love to nature, love to everything else. So I hope that you enjoyed this small talk, and that you stay natural and connected to nature, and seek what is natural, and be happy about it and accept it. And have a nice day wherever you are, in whatever weather you're in, and however you look and however you feel. Be happy, be natural, and take care of yourself. See you soon.